Good morning, everyone. Today we're here for specific reasons for one special child that we will be discussing for his best interest. Today is the annual review IEP review for Connor, a second grade student. His birthday is 10 19 2014, and he will be in this our district, Anderson School District 5, Concord Elementary School. And the primary area of the disability is autism spectrum disorder. Before we will go farther, we will introduce ourselves first. The team member are all here. To start with, I am Miss Mary Carter, special education teacher in handling Connor as his special education teacher. May I ask everyone to introduce yourself? Yes, the parent. Thank you so much. And our general education teacher. Thank you very much. And our LAA, our school administrator. Thank you very much. To start with, thank you so much for your presence this morning in this meeting. I really appreciate you taking your time coming here and giving your precious time so we can discuss for the best of interest of our special individual that we will be talking right now. So, to start with, the present level performance of Connor, let's say in his reading, he will receive reading instructions in both the general education classroom and the special education classroom. He scored 154 in the spring 2021 reading map test and reached place in the 64th percentile when compared to the same age peers. He's able to identify 96% of lowercase letters by name and sound. He said "duh" was "buh." Connor able to use picture clues to figure out unknown words. This reading present level of performance based on his product in our activities and also for the map testing. Before we'll go further, if do you have any concerns we're gonna raise or we need to tackle, we will address that one after we will discuss what is the goal and what will be the accommodations that suit for the needs of our child. For our writing, Connor will receive writing instructions in both the general education classroom and the special education support classroom and be able to write his first name when verbally given a letter sound. Connor is able to write the corresponding lowercase with the corresponding lowercase letter with 88% accuracy. He missed the g and f. He wrote b instead of duh. He wrote j backwards. With that, we will be making more emphasis on this missing sounds that he heard it or put it in a backwards. Okay, anything special? That's my view as a special education teacher. From the regular teacher for language, for the regular education settings, reading and writing, do you have any ideas on Connor performance in the classroom? All right, thank you for that. Thank you for that valuable input. That will be taken care of. And let's continue. If you don't have any concerns, may I ask anyone if you have any concerns regarding on reading and writing present level performance of Connor? Okay, so far so good. Thank you for that. Then let's proceed for his present level performance on math. Connor will receive math instruction in general education classroom. He scored 158 on the spring 2021 math map test, which places him in the 68th percentile when compared to the same age peers. He's able to identify 2D shapes and colors. He's able to rote count to 100. He's able to count by tens to 100. He's able to make patterns. He's able to sort objects into 3 categories. If the regular ed teacher, do you have any inputs regarding on the present level of performance of Connor? All right, so far so good. So let's continue. On his functional skills, Connor is receiving services as a student with autism spectrum disorder. When given the Wechsler preschool and primary scale of intelligence, 4th edition, Connor's overall ability falls within the average range with a FSIQ composite score of 103 at the 58th percentile when compared with his same age peers. His verbal comprehension and fluid reasoning skills falls in the high average range. His visual, spatial, and working memory skills fell in the average range. Connor is able to follow routines within the classroom. He's able to transition with the class outside of the classroom. He's able to interact with his peers. He will often introduce himself to unknown adults within the school building. He's making progress with asking for a break when he is needed. He will typically ask for or put on his headphones when noises are bothersome on a particular day. He will ask for or put on his vest when he needs that sensory input. Connor responds very well to visual to assist him throughout the day. Connor responds well to social stories to assist him with a new routine, appropriate behavior, or expectations. And the student's academic functions and needs. In the reading on DRA Level 2 when given the Kaufman Test of Educational Achievement, 3rd edition, KTAA 3, Connor scored in the below average range of phonological awareness. When presented with a list of consonant, vowel, consonant, CVC words, Connor wasn't able to blend the sounds together to read the words. He was able to sound out most of the words but was not able to record the word. When presented with pre-primary sight words, Connor was able to read the words with 43% accuracy. He was not able to read the following words: and away, big, can, calm down, fine, funny, help, here, eat, little, make, play, said, 3, 2, upward, yellow, and you. In writing, when given the KTEA 3 score, Connor scored in the low range of written expressions. When verbally given CVC words, Connor is able to write the corresponding sounds in the given word with 28% accuracy. Do you have any clarifications in this area? This is the student academic and functional needs. For his math, Connor does not have any math deficits that need to be addressed in the special education support classroom at this time. For his functional skills, Connor, when given the WPPSI-IV, he scored on the processing speed index, falls within the borderline range, indicating he scans visual information at a rate that is lower than his same age peers. He also works and moves at much slower speed than his same age peers. He requires extended time when completing assignments. A peer buddy should be utilized to help Connor follow the teacher's directions. And he requires visuals throughout the school day. He is currently using a visual schedule so he knows what to expect throughout the day. He has red light, green light visuals to help him understand that some activities will be able to finish later if not finished at the given time. For the disability impact of the students due to what he is right now, disability that and low processing speed, he's unable to make progress in reading general curriculum without support and accommodations of the special services. Due to that, a low processing speed, he is unable to make progress in writing general curriculum without supports for special services in a special education classroom. And the parent-student input on the FLAF. Remember during the time that we have the Google Meet, if you agree, if you still remember the time that we are in the agreement with the IEP that we talked about last time, and the new sensory seeking behavior at home where he is constantly putting items in his mouth that shouldn't be in his mouth. Example like remote or control or toys and etc. Is there any changes right now, Mom, in the situations of this behavioral actions of Connor at home? Okay, he improves a little bit. Very good. The school reported that they have not seen this behavior yet, mostly due to masks being worn in the school. That's right, but I think because you said, Mother, that it's already controlled and he is already not putting anything on his mouth, even pencils. So the academic achievement area assess is reading, and it's been done last May the 12th of 2021. Method of assessment, reading CVC words, and the finding is like 45% accuracy, sounded out the words correctly for the most part but couldn't recode. So far, if you don't have any questions or clarification, let's go on for the academic assessment on the area of reading methods, and then the pre-primary sight words. The 43% accuracy, he missed the word away, big, can, calm, down, funny, help, eat little, make, play, run, and where, yellow, and you. And this was being assessed last May 14 of 2021. In the academic assessment of written expression, the same on the May the 12th, 2021, using the CVC words, Connor, the findings will be 40% accuracy, and he wrote the first sound correct for all the words. Anything you can suggest so we can proceed? If any regular education teacher, do you have any ideas? Parent? Okay. Since you don't have any questions from the previous reading we had, so let's go ahead with his goals. For his reading, given on the list of CVC words at the end of May 18, 2022, Connor will read the list with at least 80% accuracy as measured by progress monitoring data and teacher-made tests. Okay, and in the goal 2, the measurable goal that will be at the end of May 18, 2022, when presented with primary sight words, Connor will read at least 88% accuracy as measured by progress monitoring data. So since we already have that specified that math is not necessarily being served in the resource class right now, so we only have reading and sight words and the CVC words and written expressions. Any clarifications on the goals, measurable goals for Connor? All right, for our written expressions goals, instructional by special education teacher, when verbally given CVC words, Connor will write the word with correct spelling with at least 80% accuracy by the end of May 18, 2022, as measured by monitoring data with a baseline of 80% accuracy. Any questions for this? So let's go proceed. If you don't have the accommodations and modification, the accommodation is peer body, warning prior to fire drills, extended time for assignments, extended time for quizzes and tests, noise cancelling headphones, sensory basket, reduced problems, visual cues, multiple or frequent breaks, preferential settings, social stories, small group settings for quizzes and tests. No curricular or non-curricular modification were identified by the team based on the previous IEP. this time, this review, any modification you want to make on regarding accommodations and modifications. If there is none, then let's proceed. In the special instructions, accommodation happens in the classrooms. And for the least restrictive, Connor will be given in the resource room for 45 minutes daily in his written and writing, in a school residence, and then the state assessment that Connor getting is the GT assessment, not in group. Then access for ELLS is not in group and it's not specified for the accommodations. So Connor is not eligible for a extended school year. The child is finishing the number of school days, same with the regular students. So normal school year services exclude summer months. If the parents options that Connor will continue for summer school for 4 weeks, then it's the parents' choice. And the assessment participation will be mapped participation, yes, and a small group. So any clarifications for that? If none, then let's proceed to our final thing for the, if you agree everything. So we will be wrapping up this IEP meeting, and we will sign the signature page, and the parent will get the parental rights books right now after we finalize this IEP. And once again, may I ask anybody any clarifications, suggestions, if any questions or modifications? If none, then let's conclude this meeting, and I will say as a conclusion, your time is really valuable, and coming here is what we really appreciate. I appreciate so much, and you can assure that I will be working with you for the common good and best interest of Connor. Once again, thank you so much for coming in this IEP meeting, and be blessed.